Would you call yourself an artist or a technician? Like, what is the
Ooh, that's a good question. I've never been asked that.
SQUEEGEE Podcast Season 2. This podcast is sponsored by Blind Maggot, Magna Colours, M&R, Target Transfers, and Adobe Creative Suite.
My name is Soni, and I run a screen printing studio in Peckham in South London, and I opened it 11 years ago. And definitely what has made it the most special is that I'm able to share it with a lot of people. So that's the most special thing. I don't think I could have just had it for myself.
Yeah, because you always seem to have a team around you. Are they volunteers or are they the artists who are using the studio?
Yeah, so I started as an open access, which it still is. So it is for members that join for the year. So there's no monthly fees. So it's a bit of a pay-as-you-go system. Because to be honest, when I graduated and I was looking for a place to print, there was no pay-as-you-go or pay-per project. And that's something I really believed that, especially for artists, graphic designers, well, anyone really that comes for a course, they want to join after. And with screen printing, let's be honest, I don't think everyone has a project every day to print or to come with an idea. And it's something that you have to prepare before you come to print. So you need that time, and a monthly membership it's just, I really want to keep it that way. But sorry, I got lost in my own.
That's okay. No, I did a similar thing when I started, because again, I came fresh out of uni and I was like, I need to still print, but I haven't got access. And then it's an erratic lifestyle trying to support yourself as an artist, and it does come in those commissions and waves, and you're waiting to be paid when you sell the prints, or you might be lucky enough to have enough audience to do a pre-sale and stuff. So
yes, and then space to put your prints, and then end up under your bed.
Really interesting thing that I saw on your Kickstarter. Can you tell us like what has led to starting that, and then I'll ask you some interesting points that you've added in there as well.
Okay, so it's actually quite a tough one, because it's I didn't realize how personal this place has become, and it becomes really emotional. I don't know why, like honestly, it makes me but it's been quite tough, but it's been incredible, the people that have noticed it this year, that have been wanting to help, to offer their, not just in screen printing, but in Sophie Tate is here. She's been helping us with just looking at the vision of the studio, because we've never had admin. We've never had an admin. I don't know how I've done it in 11 years without anyone else to help. So we were going day by day, and because it's I mean, so far it's quite a popular place for people to come and spend their time. And people compare it like, this is cheaper than a yoga session. So people really compare it to like a place for their sanity, to come and chill out, to come and switch off. And that really made me realize that no, this cannot go. Obviously, like the rent was the first thing, and then you start paying everyone. You kind of don't really pay yourself, and then by the end of the month you end up with nothing left. So in the end, you was like, I can't do it like this. Like there's something missing that is not in my brain. I'm an artist, I love screen printing, but I need help. So I mean, this studio I don't think is going anywhere, because the community we've built is honestly, it's unbelievable. The amount of people, people's comments, I don't know if you got to see it, but it's so overwhelming.
Just so you're funding the Kickstarter with mainly artwork, really, for sale from like all the artists who have ever been, not all of them, but a lot of them have kind of like come back and gone, oh, I'll give some prints. It seems like that's the
absolutely. And also we've built such a good relationship that I can ask like they've become my friends.
Mm.
So I can go and ask, I don't know, like Lauren Keeley, like I haven't seen her in like years. And I said, oh, we're doing this. Like, would you, I love her work. And she was like, absolutely. I don't know, artists like Alice Hartley, her monoprints are wow. And she messaged herself after the crowdfunding. Like people are really moved by it because it's real. And this is something that I thought I really wanted to be real. Like it's honestly not just me. This is everyone's studio. And I always say that because I mean I started it, but this is exactly how I wanted to do it. So yeah, I don't know if that answered.
Yeah, it did. But do you know like how everyone had to stop during COVID? How did that give you any time to reflect on the studio direction as well? Or how did you cope with that one? Yeah.
Okay. That was a funny one because we thought that they said and the people, the new management for the rent, I mean, it's been a roller coaster, obviously, like renting spaces. But they changed management and they said, like, you know, don't worry about paying rent at the moment. Like, we know what you're going through because we had to close like everyone else. So I thought, okay, that's really nice. And then they sent us an invoice for the, I don't know, how many months was it? That 3-4 months that we had to pay for. So I thought, oh my gosh, like I don't know, I wasn't expecting that. So that was really hard because obviously our rent doubled for a long time. So I think it was only last year we managed to pay it all off. We had a tiny grant from Southwark Council that paid, I don't know, 70% of the rent for a month, which better than nothing. At least they acknowledged us. And also because we haven't got business rates, boring, but it's all included, so we didn't get anything.
It's not boring. This is for
real,
this is for business owners. It's not for and business rates is something that trips up a lot of people. And if you're not registered for business rates, you're not getting the relief. This is like something I try and tell people who are starting out. You have to take yourself seriously enough. And it's scary to make the steps of like making yourself a limited company, that type of thing, because
we haven't done it yet.
Yeah. They do sometimes give you that security so that you're not just a self-employed person, because the government doesn't give a shit about self-employed people and it's so harsh. And
you're so right.
Yeah, it's really, really horrible. I really like the Kickstarter's ambition with this kind of opening up all these other sales channels and like revenue streams. Can you tell me about like how you're thinking about that?
What why are we doing it for? As in like website and
exactly.
Look. So I mean, it's ridiculous. I mean, I don't know how. I think it was this year that I realized, right, I need to sit down and like we haven't got a printer for positives. Like, Chessie,
how are you doing
how the hell? I don't honestly. And we've been doing artwork for so many clients.
Sometimes I mess up so many times. I wouldn't be able to send away for the amount of times that I mess up. Yeah, I would call like thousands.
Honestly, I don't know. So now I do, and we definitely need to invest in one. But I guess because you never have that money to spend it on. I mean, we have to. I don't know if the print table is missing these blooming bolts that cost like ridiculous. Then it has to go for that. So priorities come first, and then the printer never comes. So we've been relying heavily on Dave from Positivity. In where is he? It's in Swindon, and he's been amazing. He's come in and done some like teach that for free to teach us about, I don't know, like halftone. I mean, but all these side of things. So he offered like come on, if you get a crowdfunding, like obviously he's going to charge us a lot, but he can supply us with a printer and the positives and with the software. And really get going, because there's no printers down in South London anyway. So it's like we can really benefit from this. We can get people to come in. We do a lot of screen service.
Yeah.
And people come in from, especially from London, like we get everybody walking in, not everybody, but everybody that needs
all sorts of people.
yeah, also,
Artists.
let's not say everyone.
There's like the population, and then there's artists, and there's like all the quirky people. All the quirky people are artists. So then all people are all quirky. It's the same with me. Yeah, that's really funny.
So which is great. I mean, that's the best thing about having an open space, because people come in and drop their work. It's like, oh, have you got a printer? No, we don't. But so yeah, we can like make money out of it. We can help a lot of people, and especially our members that really deserve it. And the amount of sessions that I've had to cancel because the positive hasn't arrived, it's ridiculous.
Wow.
It's ridiculous. So that was going to be our priority, whatever happens. So that's one. And then absolutely, I had a little list here, but we definitely need to we want to take our members to fairs. We want to have a gallery or part of gallery fairs that we can sell their work. We have a lot of members that don't know how to sell their work, haven't got the time to sell their work, which it also means they won't come back and use the studio.
That's true. So
people have stacks of prints that they don't know what to do with them. And we encourage them to be part of a lot of print, what they called open pools. And we really do try and do some research and what is it? Oh yeah, well, website. I mean, our website currently is a blog.
Is it? It's a landing page, but it's also like an informational thing. But you haven't got like a shopping cart as such.
It's not. It's awful. I mean, we just kind of left behind. We just got. Yeah, I mean, I was on my own, and now with Kat, it's amazing. It's like, wow, my brain has been doubled, basically. So what else? I mean, so many things. I mean, I don't know, the exposure unit is kind of perishing a bit because latex is natural rubber. So I'm
pretty sure that's cool liner, by the way. Do you know the top bit? Some people try and sell it as like special rubber top or something, but it's just cool liner.
But it's latex, no? They told us it was latex from Keypack.
Well, you could try. Let's just have a little dig around. Also, with that setting up the film printer, I actually have a YouTube video about how I did it, because I use like refillable cartridges, and when you get your printer, don't go and
you know what? I watched that.
Yeah.
Yes, I watched that. And you fill in the other colours with black, no?
Yeah, because other friends have filled it, like they're so excited to get the printer, then they put all the different colours in, and then they got to flush all their lines, and it's like, oh shit, you're just there's the printer, the ink that comes with Epsons isn't suitable really for exposing screens. It's different, and it's not like, oh, genuine ink is better than refillable ink in that case.
Okay, I might have to like pick your brains on that.
Yeah, maybe. I can definitely help you with it. It's like, it's a service that we do. We sell films and expose screens for people and stuff.
Oh, you sell? Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, right. Yeah. Wow. Do you post it as well?
Yeah, we do. We've been doing it for ages. I think it's just I put it like towards the back of the website, not on purpose, just I've got other priorities. But so I think I know the answer, but I might be wrong. Do you get time to print yourself? And would you call yourself I think you don't, but we'll say. And then would you call yourself an artist or a technician? Like, what's the
that's a good question. I've never been asked that. I would say both.
Yeah.
I would say both, because it's really nice to be on a technician's shoes and then kind of swap when you're having a conversation with an artist, illustrator, designer, with anyone creative. They come in with a project and they show it to you. I mean, at the moment we've got a really nice art. I mean, there's certain projects that really excite you, right?
Yeah.
And there's one that he takes screen grabs from like a really old telly, and then this magical kind of lights. I don't know, like really abstract but really beautiful. So we're really working with that, and you could see it's a really personal project. And you have to put yourself in those shoes, because I know how it feels. That I don't know if I could hand my artwork to somebody to print. Like honestly, it's quite. So I understand when people say no, I want to print it. Like, yeah, absolutely. Like I understand, but some people don't know how to print it, so they rely on you. So you keep swapping, if that makes sense.
It does.
So you become the technician once they hand it over, but before that, you're kind of the artist that wants to really understand where he's coming from or she's coming from.
Yeah. But during lockdown, were you able to just get in and do your own stuff and just mess around and be yourself?
The thing is, I've got kids.
Oh, you got kids, yeah. You got like so many layers of responsibility.
So that was a nightmare, but my mother-in-law was really good. So she would come in on Thursdays. So I could come in by myself. So some people were still kind of sending me work to print. So even if it wasn't my work, wow, it was amazing. Like getting out of the house and being there's something about the print space that unless things are going really bad, which you got to leave, but if they're going well and you're on your own and you're under control, there's something really good about it. Even just stripping screens, cleaning, mixing your inks, exposing, I don't know, cutting out your stencil. I don't know. Yeah, I still love it. I really do. There's something about the process that is not just your finished print. Like there's everything.
I think there's a little bit of magic in there, and there's some that can get lost in screen print because sometimes you get sucked into a direction of like the corporate world, and you're like, this is, I want to be with the artists because that's where all the fun is, and then you accidentally see yourself in 6 months and you're like doing some weird corporate generic job, and you're like, how did I get pulled into that? And then you have to drag yourself back. And
I know, but sometimes they're the ones that you're like, I've got to do it.
I know.
It's like, can we print some logos on pizza boxes? Okay, that's an easy one. And then like, me and Yukiko's, she's been here for, I don't know, since we started. And she works here about 2-3 times a week, and he's like, Yukiko, I think we got an easy one. And every time I say easy, which that's not allowed, that word is not allowed, because every time there's something, even a cardboard box that bloody corrugated, anything can go wrong, really. It's just patience, isn't it? And kind of, okay, this is going to happen. You can't fully predict it. You just can't.
A little while ago you said something about a grant, but I feel like that might have just been one of the council's grants that they were giving to lots of different people. But do you find yourself applying for other grants?
Not until this year. So we've been self-funded always. And then we realized it's like, bloody hell, we're actually helping a lot of people. And it's not that we want anything back from it, but actually, even my husband at home was like, Soni, like, you haven't contributed for like 3 months. And it's like, we can't. It's just, it can't be done. So we started looking and asking for help, like for friends, like a business advisor. Like Isabel, she's been honestly amazing. Like she runs a pasta like business. And she was just there for me. Like when I called her, I don't know what to do. So she started looking for grants, and there wasn't quite anything that fitted. So we had somebody from Southwark Council that emailed us a while ago, and I was like, I'm going to have a look, Cal. I'm going to have a look, see if we can get some. So there was one, and he put us in this course, which started yesterday. Last minute, I think the deadline was like back in August. Well, I mean, the beginning of September, but and I started yesterday. And Southwark Council is called an accelerator course, and you can apply for it by the end of the course in February. And to be honest, it's been so helpful that even if we don't get the grant, it's like, wow, I can call myself an entrepreneur when I finish this. Because people are like, so how do you feel about what's your relationship with being an entrepreneur? I was like, what is that? I mean, I don't think that's me. yeah, so that's what we got going, and obviously the crowdfunding.
Yeah. But honestly, the grant thing, when I opened up that can of worms, I'm probably on my 4th or 5th grant now.
You serious?
I'm not joking. Tens of thousands. I've
amazing
grants for photography equipment, for my gazebo, for flight cases, for printers, everything. You can always spin a grant to your favor. And the best treasure trove of them is signing up to local business resource, like emailers. So there's ones from, even still leftover ones from the European Union and stuff. They're still basically being taken over by the UK government, but there's absolutely tons of them, like Kickstarter ones. Did you say you're on a Kickstarter? No.
Crowdfunder.
No. The grant one. Is that a Kickstarter?
No, that's an accelerator.
Yeah, all these kind of words, Kickstarter, accelerator. Just look up UK Business Loan. Also, there was one the other day, and it was for anyone who's in a minority group. And I was like, oh, I could do that. The minority group is so broad that it's like gay people. And I'm like, okay. And then there's ones for women. I'm like, I'll snap that up. There's specifically ones for people who are in the Black community. There's just like anything that you've got, there'll be one that you can get, and you've got a much greater chance of getting it because you're in this group. And there's quite a lot of women-centric ones actually. Yeah. I mean, anything on the environment.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it said, oh, do you use any materials that you reuse? I was thinking, yeah, everything. Like, we don't throw any ink, like nothing. Like, screens are being reused all the time. I mean, yeah, we're hoarders, to be honest. Like, you keep way too much.
Have you got like a massive stack of film like that you don't need? You're just like, oh, one day.
Yeah. Well, we use it for courses. We use everything. We just forget where we put it.
Yeah.
What was I saying?
The
grant. I'm still gonna have more look.
Yeah, definitely.
You have to be good at it. I'm just rubbish. I need to be good at it.
Yeah, but now you've got ChatGPT. You can just take the question and fill it in like that. And then there's even better ways. You can make ChatGPT sound more human. Anyway, don't worry. I'm not trying to cheat the grant scheme, but it's not cheating the grant scheme. There's money there.
You're here. It's not like you're lying. It's your business. You're here and you supplying it. I mean, it's not.
Yeah. Anyway,
that's how we feel. I feel like we finally put a sign outside. I mean,
that is a little bit annoying. Like not having a sign. But then if you have
next door,
are they getting all your deliveries for years?
No, they're like, no. People next door are like, I didn't know that was here. I was like, oh my god, yeah. So I mean, if we're here 11 years, imagine with a sign outside. I mean,
you're buzzing now.
It's just learning how to find help and invest in it, because it's really made me realize that it's already changing. Just better, really. People want to get involved. And I don't know, Kat, when she first joined, she was like, I just thought it was just RCA artists that would come in here. And I was like, really? I don't know. I just felt like maybe it was just like a little club thing. I was like, no, definitely not. She was like, I know. I realized as soon as I came in. So yeah, I mean, it's just opening up. Like honestly, I was so close to think I don't want to do it. Like, I'm nervous. I'm so embarrassed. Like, I hate showing my face. I hate it. But actually, this is what it's about. It's like yesterday in that course, you're like, oh, what is it that you love the most? And it's actually having people coming in and being part of, people don't just come in with a project. Like, honestly, they come in with they want to get divorced, and they're having honestly, we can have I feel like I saved a marriage before. I was like, no, don't do it. You need to go to counselling first. It's so good. And she was like, really? It's like, yeah. And then they got married. So it was like, good.
So
So it's like,
You're just part of people's lives,
it's magic.
aren't you?
Yeah,
yeah,
it really is. Like it's like when you go to the hairdressers, isn't it? It's like you tell them your life, and it's like, well, she doesn't know my family, so it's just perfect. She's gonna give me great advice, and so it's a bit like that. You get double, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Can I ask you about the way that you've like structured it with the kind of monthly membership, but not being part of it? Is that because you saw ones like Print Club London, and but how would you compare yourself to Print Club London?
I don't think we can.
You're just completely different. Do you cater for a different audience, or do you get some swap over, like where people who've printed there and then come to you and vice versa?
It's so different, and I hate. I mean, it's hard because loads of people come from there to print, and it's different.
Okay,
it's different. I can't really it's different. We're not open 24 hours, which is one of your questions. The sixth question, I can't remember.
Yeah.
I wrote it down, and Kat was like, "Yeah, the 24 hours." I was like, "Oh my gosh, yeah." We're not open 24 hours, and we never will be. You hear so many stories from other print studios that your screen is never back in the right place, or it's been used, it's been splashed with water, and you know when it splashes with inky water, that just never comes out again unless you pre and paste it. So we always have a technician here. It's never left alone. Like a print studio needs to be looked after. It really, really does. So people just can't believe, wow, you have clean surfaces. You actually can put your print edition and your expensive paper on top of a table, and you know it's going to be safe. And if it's not, they definitely let you know. So sometimes you build up this like reputation of we're really clean studio, and then I mean, every time somebody comes and joins, is like, you can do whatever you want. Move the table, make yourself at home. Just the inks go at the bottom, clean paper goes on top there, and just put everything back how you found it. And because let's be honest, there's a lot of messy people, there's a lot of tidy people, and then there's people in between, and you can't not let the messy ones in, you know.
I know.
It's the way they work.
I think I've told a couple of people about like the times that made me not make my studio open access anymore, because I don't think I was quite big enough, and in Newbury we didn't quite have the access to all the artists that would make it profitable. It was just me relentless running around washing up other people's screens. I couldn't take myself out of their projects because I could see it messing up, and I'm like, I could just help you if I wash that screen for you, or let me hold that for you, or pass you the ink. And then you just get sucked in. You're like, oh my god, I spend the whole day being their little assistant, and I'm like, what am I doing? But my point when I went, okay, I need to stop this, is because I had this old guy, and he used to come in. He was my most regular, but every time he came in, he broke something really expensive, or he dropped an entire tub of ink. And one time,
you're following him around. He's like,
I am following him around. But then I set up this print, and it was enormous, and it was an A0 halftone, immaculate conception. And then he put the tape on, and then he cut the tape with scissors on the screen. So he sliced a 3-foot section in 100 T mesh, brand new. And I was like, that's it. Obviously to him, I'm like, don't worry about it. Oh, it's okay. Don't. Because he looked like he was about to cry. And I'm like, he's gone. And I'm like, that's it. That's hundreds of pounds. And then what did I get for you being in here? Like 40 quid or something. And it's just...
So this is you get it. But having said that, this is the issue, that so many printing open access have closed, like London Print Studio. It's so sad. Like they were my research when I was looking for a place to print. They were my example. Like I loved that place. Like, how did it close? So it's really scary, because when we first opened, it was Now Make Ready, but it was Peckham Print Studio. So we opened in June in 2012, and they opened in September. Operating the same. and that was scary. But then I remember my dad, which was like the most supportive. Like I was like, what am I gonna do? Like, who wants 2 screen printing studios in Peckham? Like, bloody hell, it's London, yeah. And he was like, don't worry, like, look at shopping centres. Like, how many shoe shops do you get in a shopping centre? Like, loads, and they offer different things. And I thought, do you know what? Yeah, it's so true, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely.
People have different what's it called? Different
needs and requirements. And
yeah. So that was amazing. That went really well. And then they changed, and then Tom's been like, wow, another world now. But then they came here to print for a while, which was really nice.
Really?
And then we become friends.
Yeah.
So he gave us lots of advice, lots of knowledge. I mean, I watched his interview. It was great. So they left, and then another studio came, which was in a place in Peckham, and it was a multi-story like car park, which is incredible, but you don't know when that's been knocked down because they've got like really short leases. So they really encouraged us to go and move there. And I thought, no, something just doesn't feel right, because I used to have a studio in the biscuit factory and then the tea factory in Bermondsey, and they all get knocked because they only for short term for artists, which is really, really sad. So we're still here, Print Village, and they've left now because they were having issues, I think, with their, I don't know like exactly, but they left. So studios come and go, and I don't know, you know, when you're in a boat,
apart from
like,
you, you're like, how come I'm the only survivor on your
you're like,
on the island?
I haven't got a printer. So yeah, I'm kind of lost in the story, but yeah.
But do you think there's a resurgence in interest in handmade prints? Because I was talking about this and comparing it to the music industry, where like there was vinyl, and then there was other little things that were, you know, popular, like mini discs and all that kind of stuff. They all went, and now there's a huge resurgence in vinyl again. So the digital aspect of art, I like, if I have a digital print, I couldn't give a shit about it, but if somebody gives me a screen print, I'm going to frame that. It's going to be a pride and joy. I can see the value in it. So many people still don't know what a bloody screen print is. Like, honestly, it's unbelievable. So even my friends, like school, like you go to school, they're like, so what do you do? I'm sure you get that as well. It's like, screen print. Oh, what's that? Oh my god. So like, and then they send you a WhatsApp. It's like, hi, I've got these flyers I want to get done. Do you think you can do that in your studio? Like, oh my god, am I really that bad at explaining? You're not a screen printer anymore. You're a nighttime receptionist, and then no one will ask you that shit. No one has ever said, "Oh, you're a screen printer," and then give me a great job when I've told them. Just we need like alternative job titles for when we don't want to do their stuff.
So some people really appreciate screen printing, and others send you work, and then I have to ask, is like, do you know what is screen printing? Because loads of people are like on a budget, but they want this amazing thing done. A lot of people are on a budget. And materials this year as well have gone up like crazy. So a lot of people, I don't think they appreciate as much as they should, unless I invite them to come and watch, and then they really become immersed in the process, and then they can see like, oh wow, this is another level. But lots of people are interested in the process actually. They want to do courses because, I mean, it's magical, isn't it? Yeah, like it's I mean, you can come in with that, and I love it because we haven't got a printer, so they can't really do their positives here, but actually we are forced to create everything by hand, which they start understanding how layers work, instead of, and they love it because everybody works on the computer on their daily basis. So this is like heaven, like mixing the colors by hand. It's like it's just like, wow, like this is red. I can touch it.
But people just don't have those skills. Apart from cooking your dinner at night, most people don't do anything with their hands.
Baking, they compare it to baking, don't they?
Yeah, but then how many times do normal people bake? Like maybe a few times a year?
I don't. I should eat it myself in the end.
Yeah, so, yeah, but I think that there's going to be a huge hunger for this type of thing because like you got these kids and they're called the iPad generation, aren't they? They can't make things. They don't know how things work. It just works for them, and their patience is very low, and their attention is low. So
I'm glad you mentioned kids, because we really try, and I mean, this is what we want to do the crowdfunding for as well. It's like we want to encourage more schools to come in. Like I remember sixth form. So I'm from Spain, and wow, the art. I mean. It's completely different. I mean, we were never taught to, I mean, forget screen printing or being taken to any galleries or paint, or we did so much when I moved here, and that was kind of my haven, because I didn't know any English, and the art department was my life, and I didn't even know it existed. So anyway, we got sent to, I don't know if you've heard of Kerwin Print Studios in Cambridge. No.
Kerwin. Was it K-E-R?
C-U-R.
C-U-R.
W-E-N.
Oh,
and
Kerwin.
They kind of sorry.
I was like,
and they
Kerwin? I don't know it yet. I still don't know it, but yeah.
Okay.
Kerwin. Cool.
But now they've kind of partnered a little bit with Coriander Studios.
Oh yeah, Coriander.
Yeah. Don't.
Let's just skip over Coriander for a second. Yeah, no, let's go. Oh, you just brought back a really bad print day.
Oh, don't.
Sorry, that was a flash.
I kind of want to know, but you don't want to talk. So Kerwin, they've been there for a long time, and they've done artwork for really well-known artists, and they took us there. I mean, I was sixth form, was that 15, 16? I don't know. And they took us there. We're going to do this colograph. You're going to make it here with rice. And I didn't know what I was doing. And then we went there, and I was like, this exists?
Yeah.
This place really exists. And I will never forget that memory, because if I wasn't taken there, I didn't know that was a job. Like, so we've had a lot of students from, I mean, they're two friends. Well, Anne-Marie that taught here, and now she went off to school. She's the head of art in a school in London.
Oh,
and
nice.
She brings them every year. Every year she brings her students. And every time, I mean, the students are just like, wow, how much do you make by making this cheese? How would this work? Like, do you make money out of this? Like, yeah, you can do. So we're really trying to encourage more schools to especially sixth formers, because I think younger don't quite. Well, I don't know. My 8-year-old.
How old is a sixth former? Because I've had kids in here, and one of them spray painted their own face, and I was like, "This is it again." Maybe I've just had a really bad run in. But
is it 16?
16, maybe 16,
15.
I think I'd do A levels like when they're committed. I think I'd only teach 17,
so art
18
degrees.
now.
Yeah, so art degrees. So obviously, the really posh schools around here have so lucky, Chessie. Like they send the tutors here to learn screen printing, and they've set up a blooming massive screen printing studio, which is great, because the head of the deputy head used to be a member here.
Yeah.
And she's like, oh, we want to do it. And I was like, okay, well, you can come here as well. But wow, like to be able to encourage them. But obviously other schools are never going to be able to visit a school like this, a place like this. So I've gone through it, and it can change a lot of lives. So and we've got the space. We really want to be able to get more people in, to get more. I mean, our unis. We've spoken to tutors that come here a lot, that have screen service, and they come in, and a lot of printmaking studios are either making them smaller or closing them completely. Or other departments haven't got access to the screen printing because it's only for printmaking. So product design and graphic design. None of that can do anything with it. So we would love to be part of.
Yeah. There's 2 points there. There's the privilege that some people have with the art.
Yeah, I don't want it to be a privilege.
I know. I found myself tutoring, being paid to tutor like one person for an entire weekend because they've got wealthy parents, and I was basically doing this kid's entire A-level portfolio, and like you're like, this kid isn't even passionate about
guilty.
it. Really guilty. The kid isn't passionate about it. They're just throwing money at it. And it's like, oh my God, if I had this attention when I was 16, I wasn't allowed to do A-level art because I didn't have GCSE art, and they didn't allow me. And I was like, even if I just got let in the room, let alone having a technician look after you and basically gift you the A. I really think what you're doing is important for that kind of huge breadth of people who haven't got access. And that's really, really important.
I wish I could film. We had a lovely group ages ago. It was a charity, and it was for children that lived in a care home. And they were doing these lovely prints, and they were printing. I don't quite remember, but I only remember their faces. Like they came out of their shell, like they were really excited, and they got to take something they made. Especially with children, it's really important to take it with you. Like, I made this, and I don't know, it's just so good. It's honestly so good. And yeah, I mean, we've gone from having charity group to quite known artists, and honestly, I don't want to sound like cliche but everyone is definitely welcome. So we want to continue it, I feel like we're not done yet. We're like, no way.
I didn't think it's done.
We just really need to up our game, basically, because there's competition. There's bloody, I hate social media.
So how do people, I think I know already, but let's just say, like, I'm an artist, I'm fresh out of uni. How do I go about contacting you? What do I have to have prepared in order to get involved and be a member?
Okay, so there's a few cases, because if you left out to uni, not many people come straight away because they realize they can't afford it. Even if it's that kind of, they just, and also I think they take it for granted from uni and they don't use it enough. And then they realize, wow, actually, it's not free, really. It's not free. So that's one. So they take a while, students do. So they kind of wait until they get a job, and then they come in and they're in their element, because they really miss that creative community. We help each other, honestly, so much. Everybody just sometimes like, are you sure you want to share that? That's quite, that's quite and we do.
That's £4.50 a sheet of paper. Are you sure? That's like a whole lunch.
But also like where to go to sell their work, where's a good place to, and no one is in each other's way. No one. I mean, and also, we definitely get artists that come in, plonk their headphones. Totally get it. Definitely. And others that come here for the chat, they just book all day, and it's great. So that's the student side, which I thought we would get more, but actually they come a lot later when they find jobs. So that was another idea, to come to their shows and award them with a membership, so they can come in and print. And other studios already do that, I'm pretty sure, but we need to be able to afford it. So that they can come in and spend here for a year. We've also, my husband, amazing, he's built all this desk area, which we haven't paid for yet. But we were like, bloody hell, we're paying all this much to have a sofa and a coffee table. So I thought, no, that was another change we did. It's like, no, we need to invite people in to make work, to use it. So that's one side, which actually is really different from an established artist that already know where to sell their work, that really got sussed out. And then we've got maybe older members or artists that come in and they've done a course, and they're kind of the lost sheep that we really, really want to help, because they are regulars. They really are regulars, and we support them so much, and they help us keep going, you know?
Yeah.
So we want to be able to, you know, do the website and show their work and sell their work and do it for them. So yeah, that answer.
Definitely. So really, if you're coming in, you're not only going to get the course. So you do you mean the induction? Is that the induction course?
So they can either come in to learn for a day on a Saturday, or they can do an evening course. So there's like 4 weeks, which that's kind of, the Saturday one is like a day for fun or a refresher. But if you really want to become a member, the 4-week one is like much better value for money. And because you get to do a full color print and then a half tone print, and then you're ready to go. Okay. So lots of people get hooked, but they kind of sometimes they drop it because they need a reason what to come for, you know. So that's why sometimes a year membership is not really that great, because we don't know how many people are gonna pay. Or so I understand why people do it monthly.
Yeah,
it's nice to know. But
yeah, that's cool. So if somebody else was setting up a print studio, not in your competition, like up in Yorkshire or something, what kind of advice would you give to them in terms of like structuring it?
Oh, that's a nice question. Big flat tables with nothing on is a luxury. That's something that people don't have in their homes anymore. They don't have it in their unis anymore. And when I set it up, I was like, I don't know, you need a table. Like it can't be full with stuff. So we have a designated AA0 table with a cutting mat where people can look at the work, they can cut it, they can come in beforehand. We don't charge for that to set up, to prepare the colors, to coat their screens. We charge for screen coating, but not their time. And that is something that not many studios have. You pay for your 4 sessions or 4 hours, and you have to get it done there and then. So you can come in beforehand to prepare, to take your time, because more people should take advantage of it, to be honest. In the end, it's like, I've got a session and I haven't prepared, and so I mean, don't we all?
Well, you could draw your bloody screen. Yeah, you basically sat there for 2 hours trying to faff around.
Exactly.
How do you manage the ink situation? Like, how do you sell ink to people? Like, what happens there?
But I mean, the sales have gone down so much. I think their inks have gone up so much. We sell, which I love, the TW Graphics. We only sell paper.
Okay.
So they're concentrate pigments, which come all the way from Blooming, California, I think.
Bloody hell.
So they only sell it at John Purcell paper. And they only sell gallons, and they concentrate pigments. Maybe I'm being really, but they are amazing. They are, wow.
Yeah, you only add
you only add 2 drops. I mean, they've got this ultramarine color. Oh my gosh, is amazing. So they're worth, but most people go and get the System 3 and they're like, oh, it's coming out really washed. And like, look, back it up with some TW graphic, because you only have to add a couple of drops to really make it like opaque. And
are you being too nice to them? They're buying the shit they like stuff, and you're like, oh, just put in a bit of mine. Are you helping them out like that and not charging them for
Kat
it?
is gonna kill me. Like, she's like, can you stop offering free sessions?
Yeah,
because honestly, like, this is not. I was like, I'm sorry.
That's very funny.
I don't know. Sometimes like, can I borrow some masking tape? Like, what'd you say? He's like,
you can't. I know this. This
like,
is the thing.
Here you go. It's £4.50. You want to buy a whole roll?
Yeah.
But actually, you should buy it. Really, I don't know. Like, and then they buy really crap tape. They bring the tape, the brown tape.
I know.
Get me going with that. So he's like, I'm so sorry, but I don't think you can use that tape on our screens because it's really not worth it. And then they do it sneakily, and then it's like, I told you, like, sorry, but and then the good tape is really expensive, but at least we can actually reuse it now. Like, Yukiko
Really?
loves it. Like, she just leaves it, you know, on the table, and you can reuse it. So
What is
actually,
this miracle tape?
yeah,
Is it just...
it's a 3M.
Oh,
But we found out that depends what batch you get, that is the fake 3M or the really good one.
yeah.
So wow, it's a bit of a piñata for the tape. Bloody hell.
I also like that you use Jumper Cell, because that's like my favorite website.
Love
But also,
them.
I feel like if I ever got a massive chunk of cash somehow, like win the lottery, I would buy so much paper, and it would be like, it'd just be really bad. Yeah. And I'd get all of the special Japanese handmade paper and like try and think of something really special.
Have you been to their warehouse? Oh.
Yes.
So I mean, we've been ordering since we opened, and when we called them to ask for like help. I was like, come on, like, let's. The first time ever we actually asked for anything, and it was actual John Purcell that went on the phone, and he was like, yeah, what do you want? What do you need? Tell me, what do you need? And we're like, I don't know. Can we? It's like, anything you need, we'll do it. Anything. I was like, wow, like, how have we got partners? I don't know. No, they really appreciate. They did a group calls with us one Christmas.
No way.
And they came into print, and we're good friends actually. I mean, he was an artist himself, and it's just like.
I mean, did you get any tricks off him? Because I've never like done that amount. I've rung a few times, and I've. Do
you know what? No,
he didn't tell you anything. Oh, like what paper? I don't know. What paper have you gravitated to? Like, if like quite a high end artist was like asking for like, you know, something for a gallery, what kind of paper?
It's got to be Somerset.
You want to say you're a Somerset satin girl? Yeah.
Well, and then the tub size is really nice, but it's so bloody expensive. I actually feel like I have to tell the price straight away because there's no point. But the tub size.
Is that because of the shrinkage, or what do you like about that?
I hate this thing, shrinkage.
No, but because I use the tub size because I feel like it's been wet and then dried, and that's the point of it. And then it doesn't absorb all the water, so it doesn't crinkle. So you can put down loads of ink.
Oh yeah. Okay, true. Yeah, it's just when you're doing something, you have to learn that you have to use it quite a few times to really understand it, don't you? Because shrinkage is but because we only use water-based. So I came from oil-based studio, and we haven't got any ventilation here, and in fact it was too strong. And now like water-based things are incredible, and the metallics you can get, right? Wow. Fluorescence, like so much that there's no need. Well, sometimes we do miss our glosses. So sometimes we do it. So I don't know what I was saying. Oh, you can really get into
basically
it,
just like little tips and tricks that you've learned with printing. So another thing that people find difficult when they're printing flat stock is that like you're going to have misregistration if you're not like on it. How do you encourage people to do their like registering? Do you do the film that's just on like a hinge?
Yeah.
Or do you do other things?
Do not stress first. Like like if it's a stressy one, that you kind of get to know this. It's like, please, maybe just do one layer today. Let's just do one layer today. Yeah, don't be too ambitious, because the ambitious ones, wow, it's really stressful. So one by one. So we start with the first layer, and the first layer really you don't really need the what's it called? Acetate. So we use acetate, and then especially with the second layers. But people have their funky ways of registering, which we've never told them like that way. But I don't know. And then I don't know. It's weird. It's like you have to let them make mistakes for quite a while to then go, can I show you? Like, do you want me to show you? Please ask for help. Like, don't worry. Like, I mean, I don't. But then at the same time, I don't know. It's their work, and they don't want to ask for help. They want to fuck up themselves. I don't know. But in the end, they always come back and he's like, oh, how didn't I know this? It's like, really? Like, I don't know. But yeah, it's a process, isn't it? So yeah, with registration, definitely acetate.
Yeah. Do you?
Yeah, definitely.
I kind of,
unless we're doing hundreds.
Yeah. What do you do if you're doing hundreds then?
So if we do hundreds, I try to use, I remember RCA, they used to cut these acetate and then used to do double-sided tape, and used to put them together so you can, yes. But anyway, we don't use that. We use the same paper we're printing on, because their height is actually more important, isn't it? Especially if you're printing like a background and the squeegee goes over that mark, is really annoying. The only problem is with Somerset that it's cotton, so you can only use it a couple of times and then it disintegrates. So we have to find a really similar paper. But I just really like to feel it. Like, you don't even look anymore, you just feel it. Just go like that, and then you're like, okay, this is registered. And then the other two. So with registration, we never put it right by the corners. We always kind of do it on the straight edges, because that's how we do it. And and always register with the same paper you've cut. Don't use another sheet from somewhere else, because they are never cut the same.
Have you ever had the horrendousness of trying to do a really complicated, like 6-layer, 7-layer, but on deckled edge paper?
Hate it.
Have you tried that?
You have to use the acetate.
Have you ever used the pin registration that they use in lino? That's what I started doing with some absolute crazy shit.
Really? Oh, so you kind of clamp it on, or what?
Yeah, so you get these tabs and they've got 2 holes in, and then you register it, and then you put the tabs onto some little metal pins that are already on your press. So it's the tabs that are registering to the pins. So it doesn't matter what, even you could be printing on a circle of paper and it doesn't matter because it's the pins going in.
Oh, I'd love a photo of that.
Yeah, and then it's none of this.
Yeah, no, the flat.
So then none of this drying in. So you just go in, pin it down on all 4 tabs, take it off, pin it down, take it off. Yeah. There's a lot more prep because you have to put 2 tabs per sheet, and that might take you like 2 hours or something. But 2 hours over here is much better than, oh my god, I'm on layer 6 bloody and I want yeah, exactly, crying.
No, okay, I would love a photo of that, if you don't mind, anyway.
I think I've got I think it's right there. Do you want me to try and see if it's right on my shelf? I'll just show you.
Go on.
It might not be. No, it's not right on my shelf. But it's a lot of lino printers use it, so that's where you see it. But
lino! I thought you said litho.
No, lino. Yeah, and then there's the same theory for like registering screens in screen printing for t-shirts. So like they've got pin registration, so they can line up their screens without having to do too much registering and stuff.
I mean, to be honest, less and less people are buying Somerset.
Yeah. Really?
We ended up using a lot of proofing paper because, to be honest, with John Purcell, like everything is archival, it's acid free, it's good, it's really good.
I've done puff stuff on bread and butter. Have you ever used bread and butter?
Yeah. Do you know? Yeah, I mean, I don't know if you know Will Clark. He was a member and he worked here, and that's his ultimate. He loves it, and to be honest, it feels good.
Yeah, it's not bad.
And everything is archival and acid free, so I mean, why not? To be honest, our new proofing is newsprint, obviously. But you can't even use proofing paper to proof something because it's so expensive.
Really?
But yeah, I mean, you have to proof.
There's just one other thing that I want to like let people know. It's like, how can they actually support the Kickstarter? Because there's lots of different like levels to it, isn't there? There's like, can you explain some of the levels that people can?
So we're offering rewards. Because I don't know, I had advice and they're like, no, honestly, just start it, don't worry about rewards. I was like, I can't do it, like I cannot give anything a thank you back. So we've got lots of different levels, so from £8 to 150, isn't it? No, she's put her headphone things on, the power washer ear defenders on. So from £8 all the way down to 150. So I put some of my own work as well. So there's loads of original screen prints, really nice work from fellow RCA friends that they've all come at some point in their life through the studio. So everybody feels really connected. Yeah. We've got
the Save the Studio.
Super Mundane. Yeah, Save the Studio.
Yeah. Super Mundane,
Super Mundane. He's amazing. Like,
is he the doodle artist? I'm pretty sure I printed for
No.
him.
No, he's he also does murals. He's based in South London.
I have to look him up again. I've definitely done something with him.
Yeah. Oh, we also have quite a few prints that they've been accepted at the Royal Academy, the summer show. Artists from there. Like, we've had the most this year.
Yeah.
It's great. So, and then somebody got in the summer show, and they only did a course this year.
Wow.
So she couldn't believe it. And her artwork is the cat one with the arm, like holding the cat. And he's all over like postcards for the RA and everything.
Oh, wow.
She was like, wow. Yeah. So she sold them all, like, straight away. So she's donated some work. Who else? I mean, Ellie Lies. She's hilarious. She's like, I left them at my mum's house, so as soon as the crowdfunding, you can come and get them. I'm in Athens now. She's got a studio in Athens. And then Angie Chan, she's been a rock. She did all the murals outside her studio. She did the sign. Yeah, she's done loads of monoprinting courses. She's the monoprinting queen. Like, she really is. So
can you tell people what monoprinting is quickly? Because some people don't know what monoprint is.
So monoprinting is, for those who know screen printing, you basically paint directly onto an open mesh. So it's best if you tape it first, so you have some sort of frame, and then you paint on the mesh. So whatever you paint first will come out last on your print, if that makes sense. So you kind of build your layers. So it's the same as if you write something, you want to do it the opposite direction. And then so you cover your screen with ink, and then with the squeegee you pull it just once, and whatever comes out is your print. So you have to practice a few times, because sometimes if you miss some spaces, that ink, have you tried it?
Oh yeah, so fun. But I've never had like something that I would sell or anything. I've messed around at the end of a session. Yeah, it is hard.
So you can do lots of marbling effect, which sounds ridiculous, but it's so hard to do. And yeah, I mean Angie's been doing it for a long time, but and she always gets like, what is the point of it? You can do it with painting. Honestly, you can't. It's not the same. You have one go, and yeah, that's it. It's a bit like screen printing, isn't it?
Yeah.
You just get that's why it's a monoprint. You just get one go, and you have to do it there and then, and you can't wait and come back the next day, basically.
Yeah. Exactly.
So that's the beauty of it. Yeah. So that's her, and yeah, so lots of rewards. Oh, also the community has come amazing. Pilates studio have donated vouchers. Ganapati, an Indian that's been there forever, like it's always full. They donated like £50 of vouchers.
Yeah, nice.
Like so generous. Review the bookshop. Like we haven't even really connected or had a conversation before, and like yeah, absolutely. It just feels like everybody around here, that they know us, and or someone else knows of someone. So it's become really small, but really open. So loads of rewards. Jermaine Gallagher is like, oh, absolutely, I love your studio. I don't know, and it just makes you feel so good. It's like just that. It's just
even suppliers should technically come through as well. They tend to like flare up about now, don't they?
So we use a lot of screen stretch, and to be honest, we felt bad asking, because they did it for our 10th anniversary last year. They donated like 4 screens, and they always kind of supporting us, but they would have done it actually. Everything's gone so quick.
Jane and Keith, by the way, like they're the first people who are interacted in the screen print community. They run screen stretch, don't they? And they're like, Chessie love. And then it's always very like, I do emails with
It's a
Jane
lot.
now, and they're like 3 words because I feel like I'm getting in her way. And I'm like, Azakol Z1 2 tubs. Thanks, Jane. Hope you're well. And she's like, ta. And that's it. And I'm like, okay, she's got the message.
And
There's
then 2
no
months
chat,
later,
but...
can you pay for the invoice?
Yeah. Can you pay now? Yeah, I know, it's funny. But yeah,
she's our one like girl to go to be honest, because I mean our screens, there's so many still going.
I know.
Amazing.
Yeah.
And then others, like you said, brand new, they go the next day, like, oh, brilliant.
Yeah.
The thing is, now we're starting to understand our members, and just
give them the not the shit screens, but the
it's your first
warning
session.
screens.
Yeah, it's like, we don't want to make you cry today. Let's just
you can upgrade to the nice mesh when you're ready. That's really cool. But no, I'm really glad that everyone's rallying around. And
honestly, and you like just to do this, like, thank you. Just to
I want one of the
must have watched the video.
I want one of the Save the Studio prints. So I'm going to get on that. Yeah,
it's so nice. We've got the color ready now. So you can see it. You can see it there.
Is it the blue from this morning? Yeah.
Oh yeah, the blue. Oh, Yukiko's from Japan. She's
also
amazing.
Do you know how you're like, you don't like social media, but you never realize how many people are actually watching? It's hundreds of people every single time you do something. So we are living your experience, because I've been following you for years. So
really,
don't give up. Yeah, of course I have. Don't give up on social media, because even though you can't see their responses, we are all watching. So there you go. Anyway.
Oh, that's nice. Thank you, Chessie. I mean, cool. I don't know. Sometimes it can be a bit, I don't know, like, I don't know if addictive is the word, or like you keep checking and like, nothing's happening. I don't know. Like, I have to take breaks. You have to take breaks of social media because you think that's the only thing out there. And it's like, no, come on. Like, I'm here. I've got a studio. Like, it's open. We're here. We're alive.
Yeah.
But anyway,
we've got your sign now as well, so people can actually. Yay!
Yeah.
No, I think this is going to be really cool. And then there'll be a wave of people when they get their things, then they'll share that, and then it will reinvigorate them to like go, oh, I want to come in and do my own. So I can just ask for help and collaborate with other businesses. I think that's what everyone has to do, because even going down our high street now, there's 7 or 8 businesses gone in the last few months who I thought were well established, but no one is. Everyone needs the other businesses around them, for sure.
And you know what? These calls we're doing on Southern Council, it was crazy. There was someone else that is pretty much doing screen printing as well, and the community is amazing. Like, I was like, no, it's not competition. It really is people that they want to help each other. Like, there was coffee makers, coffee roasters, speech therapy. There was another guy opposite in the course as well, Kaya therapy. They were great. And nobody wants anyone to go, like, to end it. Like, we just all need help. And most was financial, but to be honest, it's also like so much. Everybody had the same issue. It's like, I'm good at what I do, but I'm not good at everything else, like marketing and so much.
Yeah. But
there are finding the right people you can trust and they love the studio. But to be honest, that's never been an issue, because we get so many people asking if they can work, and I want to say yes to everyone. I always reply or try, sorry if I haven't, but because we do get back to them, but it's having the time, it's finding the right person. There's so much to do, honestly, so much to do. It's great. It's great. It's gonna be great. I really appreciate this time slot, because it's all happening. And thank you. No, I'm glad you
I bully. I just like, it wasn't bullying, but I lightly bully and cajole. But
you did well.
It's for us, for our own good.
No, and it's nice to stop and have a chat, to be honest.
Yeah,
it's good. It's actually made me feel more relaxed for the day. No, it really has. Thank you.
I hope you're going to smash it now. Thank you.
And you?
Yeah, thank you so much for your time. Hope you have a nice day and it's not too hot.
I'll speak to you soon.
Okay, cheers. Bye.
Bye.